who's messing with whose mind now? As we come back live to a race for 7th position between Jimmie Johnson and Brad Keselowski. This is Keselowski trying to pass Johnson. It's been Jimmie, as he should, trying to plant the seeds of doubt in his younger rival for the title's mind all week long.
Jimmie's not going to wreck him or do anything like that, but in this scenario where the 2 cars down at the bottom and Jimmie crowds him a little bit, make him get in that corner a little harder, so make him make a mistake without ever touching him.
On the other side of the coin, if you're Brad, and you know this guy's got to beat you by a bunch, and you're right there in his mirror, right to his inside door.
He's not going to fall for the bait. You can see right there. He made a little run at him, showed him the left front, or showed him the fender there. He just dropped back behind him.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
This is a great battle. These guys have battled all year throughout this chase. Had great racing, but I just felt like that there was that little bit of cushion right there. You could get over that cushion if you weren't careful. This 2 cars handling really good, though. I think it looked like they had made some good adjustments, and Brad being extremely careful, but still moving forward past some good cars.
Jimmie Johnson said during NASCAR Countdown when he visited the pit studio live that, you know, he can't do anything foolish. So expecting Jimmie to take any kind of a risk there, it's too early in the race. He can't, you know, there's a difference between the risk you'll take at lap 250 of 267 and the risk you'll take now at lap 63, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, as this race goes on, historically, we have somewhere close to 20 cars that finish on the lead lap. So we're not going to be able to say, even though Brad might be running in front of Jimmie, which looks like everything will be just fine, but if that gets up towards the front where that's happening and Jimmie's close enough to the front, if Brad should have any kind of issue late in the race with that many cars on the lead lap, then it could change things dramatically.
And Jimmie Johnson really liked the adjustments they made on the pit stop. He went out on the radio and said, guys, we have got ourselves a race car. He promptly then blew by the 2 car. And 2 laps later, he heard this on the radio.
Just settle in here, bud. Don't sweat it. We do need to try to back off the brake a little bit, man. He's using a lot of brakes.
So he backed off on the brakes. He pulled back and let the 2 car go by. And right now, he's very content to ride there and give Brad K a rear view mirror full of a 5-time champion.
On board Jimmie Johnson at 189 miles an hour on our Mobile One telemetry.
I just don't know. I couldn't keep my mouth shut if I was a spotter. I would say, let him go. I mean, there's no real reason to be racing him at this point. I know that's not what Brad wants to hear. He'll make the decision. He's made good decisions on the track, but he finally does look like he's going to let him go.
Brad said to us before the race, he said, I'm just going to run my race. I don't want to change up what I normally do. Obviously, he's sticking to that game plan for the most part. And I don't know about your reaction, but I heard him say that, and my first reaction was, yeah, okay, we'll see what happens when you get in the race. But he's kind of sticking to it.
He's making it happen, and that's what he's done. I mean, he's been very much in control of this race car throughout the entire chase, knowing what he's capable of and what he's not at that particular time.